All right, awesome. Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining this panel. I'm really thrilled that fintech industry has been dominated, and I think especially banking by men. But as you can see, this is changing. Actually, I think this panel particularly, we have more ladies. So welcome. Thank you for joining. So we have Emac, Hey Blue, so Mircha. We have Nemika from Twisto. We have Loredana from Klarna, and we have Andrea from TBI Bank. So welcome. To kind of kick things off, I would like to ask you if you can, because we're gonna talk about not just buy now pay later. If buy now pay later is the topic in all the news, he's been here for a while. But we're gonna talk about, in general, about future of credit, future of lending, how this is going to evolve, because buy now pay later is one of the ways. We're gonna touch this. So to kick things off, I would like to ask you if you can briefly introduce yourself. What's your role in BNPL? What do you do? So Mircha.
I'm the first one, so I was expecting to have the ladies first, but okay. So hi everybody, I'm Mircea Balika. I'm a business development manager within Hey Blue. Let's start with who is Hey Blue. Hey Blue, it's a fintech. We consider ourselves as a fintech, even though we are a fully regulated NBFI institution in Romania. We are born within IMEG ecosystem with our goal to serve IMEG customer on the e-commerce platform. We see buy now pay later as not only as a payment option for the customer, but we see it as a smarter and a more flexible way for the customer to manage their money. From our perspective, we are looking at these products to uh, improve the customer experience, and we want to build a long-term relationship with the customer based on trust, because as you know, I mentioned before, we need to respect the regulation from Romania.
Thank you. Nemika, what's your take on
Hi,
BNPL?
I'm Nimika. I'm CEO of Twisto. Twisto is a payment institution, but also a consumer credit company. We are active in Czech Republic. We are the market leader in Czechia, and we are one of the top 5 lenders, consumer lenders in Poland. We recently entered into the Romanian market with our cooperation with EMAG, and Romania is a strategic market for us where we would like to expand our operations. And we're also working on new products to create an ecosystem to be able to provide additional products to our consumers and also merchants.
Hi everyone, I'm Loredana, the country manager for Klarna in Romania, and I'm responsible basically for driving the strategic growth of Klarna in Romania and also its operations. For those of you who don't know about Klarna or who consider us that we are just a buy now pay later, well, you are not wrong, but we are much more than that. We are basically a global network with massive scale and reach. We are covering we are present in basically 3 continents, in 26 markets. We have more than 100 million consumers globally, and we are partnering with more than 700K retail partners, both online and offline. And we are basically serving the whole shopping, or basically the whole consumer journey, for inspiration to purchase and then through first purchase, and we have different solutions to actually drive growth with our partners. And to also answer a bit to the question that was addressed previously, basically in the past years there was a strong focus also on the CE region. So Klarna came to Romania about 2 years ago. Since then, we also launched operations in Slovakia and also in Hungary, and yeah, more will follow. Just keep an eye on this.
Hi everybody. My name is Andreea Mincu. I'm the head of consumer lending for TBI Bank Romania in Greece, and I'm happy to be in front of you today. As we have learned yesterday afternoon, actually, in one of the last panels, the definition of a challenger bank, I think it's safe to say that TBI Bank is a challenger bank present in the southeastern Europe. We have now present in 3 countries, in Romania, Bulgaria, and Greece. We have operating in the region, focusing mostly on embedded lending and also on redefining ways in which our customers are accessing consumer financing, especially in the e-commerce area. And we are proud to say that over the past few years, with the rapid growth, we have built one of the strongest ecosystems of partnership with merchants. And also, as we have learned again in another panel yesterday, we have fulfilled millions of dreams of our customers with transactions in different industries. Today I will be wearing my consumer lending hat, and I think this is an interesting point of the discussion because we look at the buy now, pay later as, let's say, the bridge for the consumers to access longer-term financial products, and I will be happy to share this today with you.
All right. So I kind of feel that buy now, pay later is becoming a standard. It wasn't like that. As you can see, there are so many options for the consumer to choose. And I would say it's a battle for attention of the consumer. So I would like to kind of spice things up, let's say, and ask you, how do you differ? How do you differentiate yourself to your competitor? What's your competitive advantage? How are you thinking about what's your value prop towards?
I don't know, I can start. So, our main differentiator, I think, is the customer experience that we are providing. We are focusing a lot on the customer. We are where the customer is expecting to have a solution for financing. We are focused on the checkout, and we are embedding our solution within the merchant checkout, so the customer is not feeling that it's going outside his shopping experience just to get the credit, because to be honest, nobody is going to shop for money. Everybody is going to use the money to buy a product. And I think we are doing a good job in IMAG, and we plan to expand also as well.
I think it's mainly about understanding the customer's pain points and trying to find solutions on how we can improve those. For sure, UX is quite important, so your relation with the merchants, how visible you're on their platform is important. So we are working on customized, tailor-made campaigns for our customers so that it can be attractive. But on top of it, we're continuously working on improving the customer experience, UI, the campaigns, but also, increasing the number of installments based on the products, because for a larger amount of purchases, sometimes 3 installments are not enough, currently what we are doing. So it's more about understanding the market, and each and every market is different. There are cultural differences, the needs are different. So I think it comes down to understanding the customers and, adapting our products according to their needs. That's how we are trying to differentiate ourselves.
For us, I would say that it's about the whole ecosystem, because we are not just the payment solution. We are, like I said earlier, we are covering all the steps in the consumer journey, from inspiration in the app, where basically our customers can actually get in touch with their favorite retailers, save their favorite items, and basically we are encouraging repetitive purchases and also conversion. Then to flexible payments, interest-free as well, and really easy with just a few clicks away once the customer chooses Klarna. And then, of course, with all the other tools that we are supporting the customers and also our partners after the purchase is made, to just encourage even more the conversion and to increase the customer lifetime value, basically, because we have different, for example, for merchants, we have different solutions to ensure customers an easy login, for example, like a social login. We have also sign in with Klarna. We have different OSMs that could be used, so therefore a merchant could basically attract more customers. We can offer cashback. Will be launching in Romania also this year, and different other solutions. So we are basically with our customers all along.
Thank you.
I think my colleagues have already pointed out some very good points, and let's
Yeah.
say, and I think we share many of the benefits we have heard today. So I will be trying to be very quick. In TBI Bank, because we are a bank in the buy now pay later space, we have managed to grow because we were brave. We have started to operate in the buy now pay later business when many of the financial institutions in Romania and especially in Greece were not already very active in this segment. So we have, let's say, the power of the first entrance in some of the markets. And on the other hand, I think, and the most important thing, we don't believe that managing balance sheets or profit and loss are the center of our, let's say, daily operations. So we do not try to maximize those benefits, but actually we manage a customer relationship. And the advantage of a bank is that the customers onboarding on buy now pay later products have access to a full ecosystem of financial solutions for them.
So we touched, benefits for the merchants, which are obvious, benefits for the client, but thank you for raising the part how you as a businesses are making money on BNPL, because I remember a lot of, articles about that some of these companies, I'm not talking particularly you, are losing a lot of money on buy now pay later product. So my question would be how you are working with the consumer to be profitable on consumer lending in general, right? How you are approaching this topic from, let's say, profitability point of view.
Okay, it's a very good question here. The profitability from customer perspectives, I think it's coming from the easiness of getting the financial product that he needs when he needs it. So the customer is looking at the installment value, not necessarily at the cost, because we are servicing low value transactions. We are not granting long-term credit, and it's affordable cost for the customer. When you embed the financing solution in checkout, you are able to see the product value that the value of the product that you want to buy, and also you can compare the number of based on the number of installments, what is the monthly payment that you can afford. So you as a customer can get this credit really fast. You can get it on spot, and you can also see the benefit in terms of installment value compared with the product value and the need of that product. And it's easy to compare, I don't know, mobile phones, number of installments with fashion and number of installments on fashion, because there are different services for the customer.
Okay, and you are making money from the merchant fees?
It's a mix, it's a merchant fee and customer interest.
And customer
so
interest.
We are combining
Okay.
these revenue streams to make some money.
Okay.
Indeed, BNPL, paying 30 or paying 3, paying 4 products are interest-free for the customers.
Yes.
We don't charge any fees unless there's a late payment. So to be honest, they are not money-making or profit-making products because there's the cost of funding, you have your production cost, OPEXs, etc. We charge merchants some fee because we're helping them to increase their sales and the loyalty of the customers. But this is BNPL is a customer acquisition channel for us. This is where we meet the customers at merchants checkout. So they are familiar with Twisto brand. So they use it, they know it, they see how convenient it is. And then our idea or our goal is converting those customers into Twisto account, which is backed with a Twisto card, Apple Pay, Google Pay, where the consumers can benefit from 45 days, indeed, late payment, but then, they can do revolving, they can do additional installments, etc. This is where we make the money. So we see BNPL as a customer acquisition channel and also a point where we closely work with the merchants and understand the merchants' and customers' needs.
We at Klarna, at least in Romania, we don't charge consumer fees.
Yeah.
So we only offer in Romania paying up to 3 installments and also paying 30 days and pay now, but all of these options without any interest from the customers. We also do have some late fees, but these are really pretty small. So this I wouldn't consider this as important. But we do have merchant, I mean, we do charge the merchants, of course, also considering that the growth that we are bringing through our solutions. And apart from this, we have also some marketing features that we can activate, like consumer shopping service, also affiliate marketing that will be soon launched in Romania as well. So there are also some other revenue streams.
Okay, so just complementing on what Namika said, we need to be honest.
Yeah.
Buy now, pay later, it's not a money-making product, okay? And actually, your question has value in it because if we want to grow in consumer lending, at least in TBI, our strategy was to consider when we open new markets such as Greece, that we need another product, an open market product that will help us scale operation in the new markets we are entering. It helps us, let's say, with smaller tickets to test the appetite of the consumers for our financial products. It helps us to tailor our credit strategy. So basically, we do not make money on buy now, pay later products per se, but we look at the customer lifetime value. And we are complementing our performance campaign in digital marketing for consumer lending actually as a pillar with, let's say, the engagement we do on the merchant ecosystem products we offer.
Okay. So it seems to me that you guys lending responsibly, in a responsible way, right? But some critics will say that BNPL actually encourage overspending and maybe bad debt. And we had some discussions, before the panel that even regulators started to step in. So what's your take on that? How do you protecting the consumer and on the other hand, still being profitable, right? How do you balancing on let's say responsive lending towards consumer? It could be anyone.
I can start shortly. Well, being a regulated institution, we are somehow forced to take this into consideration. But of course, we are talking about small value lending, and we also do affordability checks, and we do a full flow of credit worthiness and know your customer. This is helping us keeping the customer with customer debt into balance, and we are not promoting overspending, and we are not pushing the customer into long-term credit.
I even heard we discussed, that you guys in Twisto, you want some responsive lender of the year or something like that.
Yeah, it is. There's People in Need, a very good non-governmental organization.
Yeah.
Mainly working in how to protect consumers, humanitarian job. So they keep on doing responsible lending studies. They look into our contracts. They look into how we communicate our products with the customers, etc. And for years, we are one of the very few non-bank lenders that is listed among the best responsible lenders in Czechia. So I think, we may have lots of regulations. We can get longer contracts. You can really put additional stricter rules. But I think it all comes to financially educating our customers.
Yeah.
So we continuously work on it. Mainly the young generation, they are new in life. And sometimes they don't understand this is a lending product. So we try to explain them with some YouTube videos because that generation loves watching short videos instead of reading lots of things. What the consequences may be if they pay late. They may, affect their scoring, etc. So I think it comes to how we explain it to the customers that this is a lending product and they should use it also responsibly, and what the consequences may be if they are in over debt or if they are paying late. Regulations will help, but I think it's more about how we act and also doing some affordability checks, credit worthiness, reportings, etc. That also helps. But I think the lenders, we are the ones that care a lot about our consumers. We want to protect them more than anyone because we want to get our monies back. So if we lend to wrong people and if we cannot get our money, then that's a default for us. So it's quite important, as much as for the regulators, it is really our concern on who we are lending and which amount we are lending and if we are collecting it or not.
So you're saying it's more about educating the consumer financial literacy, right?
Because BNPL and installment products really can work well if they are used smartly. And we need to educate the consumers, especially the young generation, on how to use it smartly. So that is the idea. But as I said, I think it's our main concern to be able to get our monies back. So we really want to lend responsibly and to the correct people in a correct way.
And how do you, sorry, please go on.
To what my colleagues mentioned, I just wanted to add that we at Klarna, of course, that we are really careful in terms of what limits we are offering to our customers. So, and we also increase the limits based on their history. So if we are saying that they are good consumers, then they all can actually use Klarna for products with, for higher AOV baskets, basically. And apart from this, from our app, they can actually use the app as a budgeting tool because they can have full visibility on all their transactions with Klarna. They can easily see on what products they spend their money, in which categories and so on, so they could actually act responsibly and keep everything in control. Plus, if they are not paying basically the products, then we actually block them from using Klarna, so they cannot go too much overspend, basically.
Which compared to us, let's say young millennials, because we talked yesterday that most of us have more than 20 years of experience, have a thinner credit history in the bureaus. So not so robust credit history. And for us as banks, and we are already fully compliant with, let's say, the new credit directive that it's coming and will affect some of the players in the market, brings some benefits in the fact that we can segment better our portfolio of customers by taking into account behavioral scoring data, which means by looking on the usage of how many buy now pay later products you had, where did you use them, did you repay on time, and so on. So basically, I think this is buy now pay later becomes a financial inclusion potential product, and also helps us reveal, let's say, the high lenders risk by, let's say, without looking at traditional credit risk assessment points. We had this surprise, for example, in Greece, when, for example, if you look at the customer with state employee, which because they're like the super ultra mega highly repayers usually looked at, high credit scores in the credit bureau, but by also incorporating in our credit decision this component, we discovered that those high, let's say, low-risk customers transform to be revealed high-risk customers. So there is quite some value in assessing customers from this perspective as well.
All right, we're kind of running out of time, right? But I also wanted to ask you about, scoring, AI, a lot of stuff, right? But as we are running out of time, I'm gonna a little bit twist it, and I'm gonna ask you, let's say, a rapid fire question. What excites you about BNPL? That's one. And second, what keeps you, awake at night about BNPL? So maybe you can.
Let's be very brief. What's exciting me about this product is the fact that we are able to improve the customer experience, and we are helping our customers to get the products that they want. We are reshaping how the customers are buying, especially online in our case. What is keeping me up at night and I'm fearful is the fact that over-regulating this market will affect the innovation and will drive up the cost for us and also for the customers, so the adoption will be lower.
Okay, what excites me about BNPL, not only the BNPL, but the whole payments excites me a lot. In general, all the innovation, creative ideas, etc. What keeps me awake at nights is, finding the balance between the difficult regulations and too many regulations, but at the same time serving your customers in a very good way, understanding the dynamics and continuously how we can improve ourselves. I keep on thinking about all of those indeed.
Okay.
Well, my answer will not be that much different than what my colleagues just mentioned. So, of course, I'm excited about the benefits that this solution brings to customers and the fact that it puts customers more in control and give them an improved experience. And what keeps me awake? Well, the way the CC2, the directive will be basically adopted locally. So the regulations, yeah, let's see what will happen in the next period.
Okay, so to the first question. Look, I'm super excited about lending in general. So I think we live in a great area where digital lending has reached new heights, and it has managed to make the lives of our customers better. And what excites me the most, and on a topic when we have embedded in our plans, is actually to move away from waiting for the customers to apply. We score them, we approve them, we grant the loan. And I'm super excited about invisible lending and embedded lending in the sense that now banks and also financial institutions, payment institutions, have so much data available in assessing the customers from different perspectives, like lifestyle events, behavioral, what are your interests, what are your needs, and we are now able to change the paradigm in lending by pushing offers at the right stage of the moment of the customer in their life, not just waiting for them to apply for a specific product and so on. And very briefly on what keeps me awake of night, let's say not my two kids wanting to hear the same story every night. I would say actually what's coming ahead of us as a generation, so the Gen Z, the fact that they're more invisible to us in terms of data points, and we are not so used to, let's say, assessing customers with the traditional ways of data. I think it excites me in a positive way because we have lots of tools now to overcome this, and we need to be better lenders.
All right, thank you. So that was the future of credit, and please thank you, our panelists.